Hello, everybody. This was the first time we did this. Everything was fine. This is episode 11 of Arc 4 of Better Than Heroes. In case you are new to our stream or our channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Rachel Weeks. I play Klik, the level 10 Kreen fighter.
I'm Jordan Dahl. I play Moonball. the level 10, the level 10 professional Moonball player.
Incredible. My name's Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer.
I'm Harlan Kelly. I'm the dungeon master of this game, and I play everybody else.
At last, we are going to play some 5e Spelljammer-inspired Dungeons & Dragons tonight. But first, our show is live soundtracked by the wonderful Jason Wardell. And Kason Drury. Live soundtracked by Jason Wardell, and it is live directed by Case Drury of Tiger Moon Productions. And as always, it is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who financially supports this show. You're the best. Ow. You make this possible. You make sure that we can pay Jason and Case, and we can, buy better internet connections or
Kason,
whatever.
Our new third tech person.
Jace is gonna be pissed.
Jace was
what Kason's asking for. We need support to make this possible. So thank you to all of you. If you're not supporting the show financially, consider it. We're great. We're fun. We make Mondays real cool. So we'd appreciate that. If not, that's fine. You could just tell your friends about it, and that is a huge help to us as well.
Tell your dumb friends.
Yeah, especially your dumb ones. We'll trick them. We'll trap them. We'll keep them here. Long after we aren't live anymore. It'll be good.
Give us the dumb ones. We'll watch them.
Yeah. Before we start the show, I wanted to do a special shout out to my buddy Jeffrey Palmer over at Living Cards MTG, who animated the Wall of Fire animation we've been using the last couple of days. So you'll see it in a second. It rules.
You can see it right now.
You can get
see it right now.
Can you see it right now?
You can see it right now.
Oh, check it out. It's available for download on Roll20. Just check out Living Cards. Follow him on Twitter. He makes some really cool D&D stuff. Okay, this is my cat Scully.
Hi,
We're gonna play some D&D now. But first, it's time for last week's recap.
Previously on Better Than Heroes, in the throne room of the Skull Goblin Palace, the crew were confronted by Wild Space's foremost giant brain in a jar, the Elder Brain. Covering King Buzzsnorg's escape, Klik, K.A.I, and Moonboy prepared themselves as this new wave of enemies entered the fray, and the boss fight music from Elden Ring began to play. That cannot be good. The Elder Brain's illithid minions peeled away from their master and peppered the crew with paralyzing blasts. Moonboy was stunned in place, and K.A.I cast an intellect fortress on himself to withstand the onslaught, positioning himself between the enemy force and his teammates. The Mind Witness, still under the influence of Moonboy's charm spell, sprayed beams from its eye stalks in lethal chaos through the chamber. That's a weird sentence. Moving on. Klik fought in and out of psychic paralysis, using every fiber of her will to cut her way through the swarming Mindflayers. K.A.I flanked the Elder Brain with a timely teleport, sending blasts from the Arcane Obliterator down into its jar, and the Brain screamed in psychic agony. As the tide seemed to turn, Klik was stunned and grabbed by one of the Mindflayers as it prepared to devour her living bug brain. Through sheer force of will, she was able to break the monster's hold on her, freeing herself. And then she ate its brain. Just kidding. That would be crazy. Across the room, K.A.I was grabbed by one of the boss's giant tentacles, but was able to smash the Elder Brain's protective jar in the process. Combat hurtled toward a desperate conclusion. Would the crew return to King Buzzsnord, or escape through the hive-like Florial portal structure behind the throne that I always knew was called the God's Heart, or be killed and devoured by Mineflayers? And elsewhere, will Lag, the reluctant goblin hero, taste the ultimate ice cream? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes.
We're back.
Tiger Moon Production.
Vampire Moon.
Oh boy.
There's a fine line between vampires and tigers. On
Everyone
paper,
knows that. They are
paper,
much
they
more
are
similar than
almost
people expect.
identical.
Yes.
Hunt at night. They love to drink blood. They turn into bats.
Yes.
Okay, I'm running the stream tonight, so chat, if there's anything wrong, please yell at anyone but me, and one of the players will tell me. Because I can't run combat in the stream at the same time and watch chat. I'm sorry, I love you. Okay, so we find ourselves, you all find yourself in the occupied throne room of the Skull Goblin King. It's occupied by the Elder Brain that you have tipped over out of its large jar. Moonboy, you have lit up this wall of fire that it is trying to... You just see it like its tentacles are pulling the ground, trying to drag itself through the fire and escape the ring that's been made around it.
None of that was in the recap. I don't know.
Yeah. This isn't what happened last time. This is what you see right now.
Immediate res.
Yeah, the Mind Witness, the Mineflayer, both engulfed in flames. K.A.I, you are held by a tentacle. Moonboy, you are also held by a tentacle that is coming off of the Elder Brain. And Klik, you are in the far corner with the other conscious Mineflayer. And we are still in initiative here.
Yikes.
So it is the top of the initiative order. I will say you all just managed to bloody the brain. It looks like it has bits of it just like popped and burned, and there's this just clear liquid oozing out onto the ground. The other Mind Flayers have taken damage but are still up and don't seem too tattered. And so that is going to bring us to the top of the initiative order, where it is K.A.I. K.A.I, what would you like to do?
I will continue concentrating fire on the Elder Brain. Flying above this wall of fire and blasting at the Elder Brain with the Arcane Obliterator. It's holding me with a tentacle, right?
Yes, and you can see all of its tentacles are just like splayed out like spilled spaghetti here, but two of them have like reached up and thickened and are grabbing Moonboy all the way across the room and you.
Okay.
Also, at the start, since it's the start of your turn, I even wrote this down in big letters, but I want to make sure and do it before your turn starts. You do take 12 points of psychic damage as you start to move around. There's just a jolt of energy through the tentacle, and you can feel the magical essence inside of your the body of you inside your body. That was a weird way of saying that. You feel the magical essence inside of your body just get disrupted, and you take those 12 points of psychic damage that seems to be from being in contact with the Elder Brain.
Is that
I do have resistance to psychic damage right now.
Let's go.
From the Intellect Fortress.
There you go. So that's only 6 points of damage then. Nice. This Intellect Fortress is truly saving this whole fight. Is that a concentration spell?
Yes.
Okay, so cool. You need to roll DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
All right, here we go. That's a success.
There you go.
14 on the dice.
All right, so as you're wrapped by this tentacle and you're taking this psychic damage, what would you like to do? Just shoot down at it?
Yes, I'm going to. I will note that that there's some kind of psychic link happening due to this tentacle wrapped around my leg, and I will flash out of existence and reappear just like another 5 feet to my right, out of its grasp. Assuming that's how teleportation works, I can teleport out of so like the tentacle's not holding me anymore.
I think you can.
Yes, yeah, that is correct. You can just boom out of there. Yeah.
I just like shift over to the side real quick, and I will unleash 2 blasts with the Arcane Obliterator.
I love it. Yeah, you absolutely can just turn yourself into a mist for a second, and as you can roll both of those attack rolls if you want to, as you just zip over, and the large cannon on your shoulder just
turn briefly into a cloud of nanites and return to reality, blasting him in the face. Okay, that is going to be a 28 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, 28 absolutely hits the Elder Brain. So, yeah, there's just like this whir inside of your cannon and it blasts down. You absolutely can roll that damage here as it's pulling itself through the fire and across the floor. You blast into its brain, and for how much damage on the first one?
Double ones on
Oh, no.
damage to plus 6. Okay, that is 15 points, it's going to be 9 points of force damage and 6 points of lightning damage.
Great, 15 all together. Yeah, is it just like this force and like this blast of fire just squashes a part of the brain, and it like splatters everywhere, and you can feel just like a screech in your mind that comes up through the tentacle of this psychic connection here.
I will
nice.
keep the
Jason,
pressure
well
on, sensing some kind of an advantage.
Cool.
And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
All right, a 22 also hits.
That is 12 points of force damage and 5 points of lightning damage.
So 17 altogether there. So I love to do math really fast. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, yeah, again, with this second, both of these are just like super effective as you shoot down into the brain, and there's just a across the room, and just as it just like splatters 2 big pieces of it, and with this magical fire burning away at the pieces of this brain, all of you, again, in your head can hear this just like screech of a bunch of voices now on this second hit, and yeah, would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I think I'm going to stay where I am.
Wonderful. Still wrapped. Oh no, you have escaped the tentacle.
I'm
That's
no
right.
longer
Yeah.
wrapped.
You are no longer wrapped by the brain tentacle.
The old splacoom.
Wonderful. At the end of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action to attack you with a tentacle.
What?
And
A dick.
that is going to be a 14 to hit, which I believe misses you.
That misses me.
Yeah, so I like, it's just like reaching up, like both trying to drag itself and swipe at you. It's pretty distracted, and you just teleported. So it's just like reaching through the fire. You just see this like tentacle shoot out of the flames, but it's unable to grab onto you. That is going to bring up the Mineflayer that is hovering next to you, Kai. It was like hovering up in the air, as it could not attack, so it cast Levitate on its turn before.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
It's the pink one first.
It is purple. Oh, that's right, because this is purple and it's blue. Rachel, I even rewrote my initiative. I was all organized and everything, and you still are extremely
I got it
right.
written down
She's
so I
too
can help.
powerful.
Look, Rachel's been at home studying. Wow, I love that because
I also just hate how many enemies we have ahead of us in the initiative order.
Man, I even rewrote my initiative order this time. I love it. Okay, you're right. It is the one right next to you's turn. So that one is going to look over at you, Klik, absolutely, And first it needs to find out if it gets its stun back. It does not. It does not. You see it again, just kind of like a cat throwing up a hairball, just kind of like lurch for a second, and you can see its eyes turn over and just like rotate around, and then it comes back up and the tentacles lunge at you and is going to try and hit you with its tentacle attack from its face. And that is going to be a natural 1, everybody. A natural 1.
Go.
Can I step on a tentacle?
Step.
Can I snap, grab one?
I'm gonna
Hell
Pull him
yeah.
in.
I'm gonna use my favorite move here on natural 1. Is it just falls prone in front of you, which is looks extra.
Sick.
It looks extra wild.
Incredible.
Stupid dick.
Yeah.
It's also hard. Don't they float? Don't
Yes,
players
yeah.
float?
So it's even more embarrassing.
Yeah, blew it.
It has a few wounds on it, and you can just see this like black ichor like leaking out from them, and it just lunges toward you with its tentacles. But as it lunges toward you, you just see it just kind of like wobble and not have the same strength that it did before, and it just kind of like falls head over heels like a hammer falling, just kind of like thumps on the ground.
Love it. Love
yeah.
The
it.
elder brain is like, God damn it, Carl. You fucking
Yo.
moron.
Shout out Fellbeef, by the way. Thank you for that sub. Also,
Thank
thank you for the
you.
cool art. If you want to come to Discord, you can see some cool art by a lot of people, and some of it's from Fellbeef.
Yeah, it's true.
Hell yeah.
He used a goblin as anyway. He used a picture of me as a like the base imitation of a goblin. It made me so happy. I love goblins. Okay,
Base,
Welcome
you
back, Red Bear.
base
Thanks for catching
imitation of a goblin. It's a cool insult.
oh man, I love it when people
Base goblin.
I love when people show up in chat and they're like, "I just caught up. I'm here." I love it.
Right?
Yeah. It's truly my favorite. Okay, that is going to be the end of its turn because it fell on the ground. That's the end of that Mind Flayer's turn because it fell on the ground. It is now the other Mind Flayer's turn. This one is the one next to K.A.I that casts Levitate on itself.
Which is the idiot Mind Flayer? The one that
The
fell
pink
down?
one up by me.
yes.
The one over by Klik is
Yep.
the
Yeah.
idiot.
His
Yes.
name is
Everyone's laughing.
Stink. Oh, Stink. You blew it again.
It's the moment in the combat where everyone is just laughing. Oh, what is stupid. I can't believe.
Kreen laughs don't quite sound like laughs, but she's trying to imitate a laugh. And it's just going clack, 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 clack.
It's kind of clapping with your...
Yeah, your small hands, the smaller Kreen hands that you have are clapping.
You're always clapping.
I love it.
Tiny hands slapping tiny knees. You have a.
I have big old knees.
Two knees.
I just got regular knees.
Two big knees.
Yeah, and it shows.
Don't
Really
judge.
makes you think.
No shaming the
my
knees.
So you know what? I have no time for people who only have 2 knees.
That is going to bring up the Mind Flayer that is closest to K.A.I, and that one is going to see if it gets to. You see the same like undulation, and it does get its blast back, and it's going to look over and kind of like hover down at you. It also is starting
Hovering at you.
it's starting its turn in the fire, so it has to take damage here.
Yes.
Jordan, would you like to roll that
Yes.
circle of fire damage while
I thought
love
it was
to.
only if they end their turn in the fire.
It
that's
is.
right. It is. So yeah, you're right.
Correct.
God damn it! I even looked this up earlier
Sorry.
to make sure to not mess
You're
it
right.
up.
You're right. That's a good catch.
So this one is going to move
No, it was
over
a stupid catch.
here.
We need him
Get
to
out of
die
there.
and be on fire.
No, DMing is a team sport. I appreciate it. And it is going to, again, with this undulation, you see the whole room shake and quiver as reality just kind of like warps around you for a moment. And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
All of us?
No, just you and K.A.I, because
Intellect Fortress.
Intellect Fortress.
Just me and K.A.I?
28.
Yeah, I think it is going to be able to get you in the blast. Let me just double check real quick. Let me pull up my quick.
But not Moonboy? Whoa, shit.
Yeah, because it's
Well,
facing
sorry.
it's facing K.A.I.
Cone.
What happened?
Sorry.
Maximum cat.
That cat just fell off the desk and
Oh,
it was all legs and claws. Okay, yes, I will roll.
because it's also going to take the risk of maybe hitting its ally here. So the one that just fell on its face and embarrassed
it.
itself is also going to have to roll here.
Stink. Blowing it.
Oh, god damn it.
I rolled an
already
18.
stunned.
Do you guys follow the Twitter account Cats Being Weird Little Guys?
Oh, but definitely. Will you remind me of
great.
that after the stream? Jordan?
yes,
Right.
repeatedly. I'm
I'm
sure.
glad chat saw that. We can slow that down
Remind-
afterward. It was
I
just
clip it. Somebody clip it.
Remind me in the Discord.
So Klik, you got an 18 on this, right? So as the world just like warps and warbles around you, you're focused on this, especially like having the adrenaline rush of almost having your brain eaten. You're able to focus, and it just comes back to you very clearly. And when you look down too, you see the Mineflayer that just fell had started to pull itself up off the ground, and as it does, it stops and is stuck in place as well. It is also stunned.
Brain.
Yeah.
Oh, rad AF.
It is not.
It's
It is not
brain.
immune from its own. Mind flayers are not immune from their own psychic
Interesting.
attacks. So
do I
Seems like
not hit it?
An oversight.
Or
on
do
their
I just
part.
hit the shit out of it?
I just had faith in
I think you hit the shit out of it,
modifier
yeah.
there, and
I think
That's right.
attacking while they're stunned gives
think
you
you
some kind of.
Yeah.
I think technically it's incapacitated.
They just automatically hit? Anyway.
yeah,
Might be an auto crit or something.
it's not an auto crit. You have
No.
advantage against
Either way,
attacks.
just
yeah. Which is part of the reason I did that, because you already had advantage on melee attacks because he was prone in front of you. So
I was going to say it's
Knock that T-ball into outer space.
Quadruple advantage. Super advantage.
Kai, what did you get on your intelligence saving throw? Like bazillion?
Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
Well,
28,
my
yeah.
first roll was a natural 1, but then I remembered I have Intellect Fortress.
Intellect
Wow.
Fortress. This truly is the game's a brain-saving spell. Let me say.
It has truly saved my ass so far.
That is going to be its turn, and it is going to stay right there. It wants to be close to you, Kai. So that is going to bring up the Mind Witness, then, as I get to go in this big old block. Did I get that right, Rachel?
Yeah, that's right.
It's definitely how you say it.
It sounds like the name of. It sounds like the name of like a metal band or something.
The Mind Witness.
Witness.
Okay, cool. And so, Kai, we're going to continue our usual pattern here of you making a bunch of saving throws.
Let's do it.
As you are, again, the closest thing to the Mind Witness. It's going
I'm
to
afraid.
move itself out of the fire here
Lame.
and going to move right up next to you there.
No. don't
So,
next to me.
let's have, just for fun, let's have you roll a dexterity saving throw, a intelligence saving throw, and a...
Oh God.
God damn it. I just
Somebody
keep rolling the
just
same
brought up.
number. There we go. Wisdom saving throw.
Chili
Okay.
Draws just
My-
brought up.
Dex saving throw first. That's a 23.
Ooh, you can use my reaction if you need one.
You boop with the 23, a white beam of light. Again, as this Mind Witness like turns and you see the sewed lid start to just float through you, and all the tentacles that are just like dangling below it, and all of the eyes are like flipping around, and one of them focuses on you and shoots a white eye beam at you, and you just dodge right out of the way, no problem.
Harlan, can I use my reaction while I'm in tentacled?
Yes, you are not stunned, so you can.
You can have a d6 when you need it, Aaron, on this
I may very well need it on this last one.
thing.
But the intelligence saving throw is going to be a 21.
Again, no problem. As another beam just like hits you, and it doesn't penetrate your magical armor. And the third eye flips around and stares right at you. And this one is a yellow beam as it just shoots straight at you.
Oh, that one's P.
The wisdom's... Oh, thank you, God.
Ugh.
I'm not good. Oh, my God. And wait, so do I need to use that d6 this turn?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll use it on the wisdom save, which I make with advantage, but I'm not proficient. So that is a 21 plus 6 from the Moonboy.
Holy
hell yeah.
God.
There you go.
Truly.
Kid.
Intellect Fortress.
Maybe this is like a thing where like the cooler the monster art that Jordan draws, the less effective in combat the monster is. Like, because this thing has not
I'll take
done
it.
shit to you.
Well, honestly, as I was reading about it, like it looks so scary, but it loses the beholder middle eye, which is a huge kick in the rocks for beholder fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Also, they were talking in the chat about killer clowns from outer space. Terrifying. Just wanted to get that in.
Don't get me started on clowns. That is going to be the end of its turn, which is going to bring up Bessner if Bessner wants to do anything, and then after that it will be Klik.
What's that about Bessner? Bessner will fly over by and hover by the secret door that we came through.
Cool, yeah, your little mechanical hummingbird just through the room and just kind of is just darting around the secret door that you all came through. And who?
This is Robbie, everybody.
Hi, Robbie.
Robbie
is a little anime drawing.
So Klik, that is going to be your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the shit out of this guy on the ground with my Githka.
Yeah,
Stab
absolutely.
that guy.
We're gonna stab that. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Did I just crit right now with the big end?
With the big end.
Critting with the big end is so
Sure
crazy
did.
for you.
Sure
It's happening
did.
so much. It rules.
This is like
Hell
the
yeah,
third
that's what's
one.
up.
Incredible.
Okay. So I hit with the big end. So I roll. Attack creature with this magic, you roll a 20 on the attack roll. In addition to suffering attack's normal effects, takes 3d8 psychic damage, and it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Incredible.
So let's have you roll that damage first as you,
Yeah,
like...
so regular damage
Get it.
is, whoa.
You see this guy-
Not much.
You just
It's
see this guy
just
fall in front of
7.
you, and yeah, he's like
times-
stunned on the ground, and so you can just like slam your blade down into him, and you see it get activated with the power that you and K.A.I together imbued into it, and yeah. So what is the?
It's 13. So I rolled 2 d8s on it, and I added my modifier. So I rolled a 1 and a 6 is 7 plus 6 is 13.
13. All right.
And then I roll 3 d8s for psychic damage, and we got 6. Whoa, 7. 5.
Yes.
Which is 18 total
my God.
on the psychic damage.
Aaron, it kind of looks like you're playing the cat like a guitar.
And they make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Cool. So,
Meowly.
as you strike down, because you have this special effect on a crit, like your blade just like activates with the psionic energy, and you can almost like see through it for a second as your telepathic power connects with it and breaks into this Mineflayer's mind, whatever its internal thoughts, processes, or organs are. And tell me what the DC is one more time.
Is it just my regular spell save? It doesn't say.
Yes, yeah, it's just your regular spell save.
Okay, so that's 15.
15. Okay, cool. It failed. Then it got a 9. So
Yes!
tell everybody what
So-
happens.
Okay, so the Klik attacks with like a giant crescent-shaped side of her Githka, and it strikes this Mineflayer, and it pierces both their body and mind. They have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. So it just shatters space and time for this little stunned Mineflayer on the ground.
Just goes cross-eyed.
Yeah. And I think Klik, as you connect with it in this moment too, this is just for fun and flavor. as your blade strikes in, you can feel the connection it has to the Elder Brain, and it has some sort of like psychic link to the Elder Brain itself. And when it's like bullet time. When you hit, you can just like feel the connection, and then like a firework exploding, you can feel a connection to all of these Mineflayers all across the fortress. And you feel with this one being wounded and the wounds that the Elder Brain has taken, you can feel some of them out in the courtyard just turning and slowly moving in this direction. And so you just know that there are more out there, and because you all seem to be doing a lot better than this powerful being thought you were going to, their reinforcements are on their way. That is going to you get another attack here.
I have 2 more attacks.
Yes, you sure do.
Bonus action attack, so I'm going to hit him with the pointy end. That's a 10 to hit, so that'll miss.
10 misses, but did you roll advantage because he's...
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
He does have a chance to break the stun because he took damage, but he failed.
That's a 22 to hit.
Okay, there you go. That does hit.
And that one is 13 damage.
Okay, cool. He is still up here, but with that second end, like, you've slashed down into, he's like stunned still on the ground. He took this wound, and it's just like leaking ichor, and he doesn't move or react at all. And then you smash the pointy end down, goes all the way through him, and you still feel this like jerk and pulse. And he is still stunned. God damn.
He has. Is this ability checks? No, these are saving throws. Can't take.
Yeah, these are saving throws. Yeah.
Okay, so I am gonna use my second attack, and I am going to pop my chakcha out of my belt, and I am gonna huck it at the Mind Witness. Actually.
Okay. Cool.
That is a 27 to hit.
Okay, cool. A 27 absolutely does hit the Mind Witness.
No, that's D6.
Are you able to move it back into the fire at all?
Sure,
Rachel?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
So it's 8 slashing damage, but I am going to spend a psi die to psionic strike it, so it's another 6, so it's 14 total.
Wow. Okay, cool.
And I am going to use Telekinetic Thrust. Whenever you deal damage, you can force the target to make a strength saving throw. If they fail, I can move them prone or move them up to 10 feet in any direction horizontally.
Holy shit.
Incredible.
Holy shit. Okay. Absolutely.
D4.
And it doesn't get a save against that, does it? It's just in there?
It does. No, it's
strength.
It's a strength save, yeah.
Sorry. My brain fuzzed out for a second.
Nope.
That is a 16.
I think that just beats it. 8 plus 4 is 12 plus intelligence save. 4 plus intelligence modifier. Yeah, I think that gets there. It was 15 to beat
Okay, all right, I just got it.
So you cannot thrust this damn
Very
thing.
cool.
You can force the target to...
Klik is
okay, so I can do that whenever I do something.
Jedi
Great.
now.
Yeah.
She is trying to move a big boy.
Yeah, in fact, the Mindflayer ball, you hit it with this... you're right, like Jedi push here, this psionic, this telepathic force, and it just flips over like a basketball, spinning, and all the tentacles go wild for a second, all the eyes go in all directions, but it orients itself and it's fine and it does not move.
Hell yeah.
A shame. Okay, that is all I got.
That was almost very cool. It was still very cool because you critted with your blade, but it was almost extremely cool. Great. All right, that's Klik's turn, so that is going to bring up the Moonboy.
Great. What do I do about this tentacrawl?
You take some damage at the beginning start of turn, Harlan?
Oh, you sure do. Thank you, Rachel. Man, you're my co-DM. This is great. You're hanging out. You're helping out.
Caught that. That was me.
All right, that's going to be... You take 7 points of psychic damage as you...
That's so weird. I have 7 written into my... Doesn't matter. The number 7 was already there. Yeah. It was very strange.
There we go.
Okay, and do I do the save at the top?
You can use your action to try and break free if you would like to.
Shit. Yeah.
Harlan, double check the overlay. It looks like we may have gotten moved around. It says the overlay. Felbeef said the overlay is static. I'm not sure
Thank
exactly
you for
what that means, but give it a thanks for the
checking.
heads up, chat.
It's maybe working now.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it seems okay. I think. Good.
Okay. I am going to. Yeah, I'll use my action to try to break free. What is it?
It is
Strength?
a strength saving throw.
Ugh.
You can. Oh, you no no. You can use strength or dexterity.
Well, okay. So we'll just say that I rolled Dex, which is +3, 16.
16 gets you out of there. Yeah,
Yes!
absolutely.
Nice.
Great.
Harlan, Jordan, and I are flopped in the.
Yes.
You've been that way this whole time. Thank you. Love it. Beef looking at.
I am the moon ball.
Rats.
That's what I call the moon.
Yeah, moon ball.
Oh, yes, I can, as a matter of fact. So the Moonboy is going to break away from this, and as he does, he once again flashes into his moonish form. His body looks like it's made of moonstone, and you can see in its surface what looks like a crater that looks like a chalice, which is a rarely used kind of healing moon, the moon of the chalice. And I think that is my bonus action, but I get to heal 2d8, and he's gonna heal himself with that.
Okay, cool, great. I love that. Yeah, you're able to just like wiggle your way out of this tentacle after like getting shocked by it and hearing this like gibberish just being whispered in your head by the Elder Brain as you took that psychic damage.
I've never been to Jiberia.
And it wiggles out of the tentacle, and you wiggle out of the tentacle and heal yourself as the moon light ripples around inside of you.
Final wild shape on Forge.
Cool. All right.
And
Yeah, because you
that
change
is-
forms here.
Yes, it is +4. I knew it. That is, for all intents and purposes, the end of my turn, but I am going to move far away from this little creep.
Yeah, get out of there.
Where would you like to move?
Up and away. I have to heal myself a touch more.
It's kind of important where you move for my
I'm doing
next
it
turn,
right
so
now.
if you want to let
I'm
me
doing
know.
it right now.
All good. I know usually I just kind of keep rolling with movement, but it matters here. How far
Moonboy
can
is
you
going
move?
To, actually, let's see. I can move 25 feet. And he's going to do that straight up.
This way? Or up in the air?
Up that way.
Okay, cool. Great, okay, cool. Since the Elder Brain cannot reach you, it's going to use another legendary oh, wait, hold on. Never mind, I can't use this legendary reaction twice. So I can't currently do anything. I can have it emit a psychic pulse through with a different legendary action. The Mineflayer next to you, Kai, you see this like green light form underneath the base of the brain, and the same green light glows at the back of the Mineflayer that's close to you's head. And there's just a burst, there's a pop out from it, and you...
Gross. What?
You take...
Damn.
You take 9 points of psychic damage, which is half to 4.
From brain explodes.
Yeah, as there's just a...
From a little
Jeez.
node sneeze.
Yep.
Did he explode his own guy?
No, it didn't hurt him at all. There's just this like green glow and a flash as it emits psychic
When he
energy
exploded,
from him.
it's just like an energy pulse. Okay.
Yeah. It seems
Like it didn't hurt him when he exploded.
yeah,
It's like
Wow.
it's like how the light on the clock on the microwave flickers when you use the kitchen light.
it's That's exactly
Did
it.
it hurt
Yeah.
when you exploded?
From heaven?
Did it hurt when you exploded in a blast of psychic energy?
Yeah, it seems like he can use them as ways to emit this like psychic damage here. These like pulses. I guess I need to make a concentration check. You absolutely do. You need to hit DC 10.
Alright.
Or this intellect fortress might come down.
I need to roll a 3 or lower.
One of these days, Aaron Urist, you'll
roll a
enough.
5.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Do not tempt fate. They will come.
It's a 11.
Okay, it is now going to be the
Pretty close.
Elder Brain's turn.
Come on.
The brand.
And it is going to. We're going to find out here if.
No one wants the Elder Brain to go.
It's slurping around in glass and brain bisque.
Good content.
Yeah, as it's still not.
Die hard.
It's still not going to be able to move itself out of the fire because it only gets 5 feet of movement per turn.
Nice.
So it is going to take damage at the end of its turn. And Jason Wardell, everybody, I have to shout out.
It's so good.
Just a reminder, if you're new to watching the show, it is live soundtracked by Jason Wardell. That is not that's not a loop. Jason Wardell's live soundtracking. This is amazing.
Check out In the Vast Forest on
so
Spotify. I'm constantly blasting In the Vast Forest on my Twitch channel. It's the best.
It's going to roll to see if it gets its psychic burst back as you see this same like green pulse being trying to pull itself up, and it is not going to be able to get this burst back. So it is not going to be able to use its mind blast as this energy is just you can see it slowly building up, but not on this turn. It is going to then use a tentacle attack on you, K.A.I, as it does have enough reach to reach around the fire here and come at you. So yep. So it's gonna, you just see a tentacle. This time you're like kind of like looking for it through the fire, but this time it wraps all the way around and lunges at you. And I'm gonna see if I can hit you with this tentacle. That is going to be a 17 to hit. I believe that misses. Oh, I forgot to
That misses
hide
my
what it
armor
was.
class.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
What is your AC? Could you remind me just so I say it if you hit
My
from this?
AC right now is 23.
Get
Mamma
fucked. That's
mia.
crazy. Okay, cool.
I'm an armorer, artificer.
Yeah.
Yeah, an armor artificer.
Tanks,
I'm
baby.
an aardvark.
That's what.
That's what I am. Good lord.
Yeah, I realized you're kind of like perfectly immune to Mineflayers and Elder Brains because you have really high intelligence and really high AC, so I can't hit you or use my.
I mean,
blast
if I
against you.
didn't have, if I didn't have Intellect Fortress up, I would. I mean,
All right.
shit goes different. So
You.
we'll see.
As you just see on the other side, you can see through these magical flames that Moonboy has up. Ooh, I forgot to have you roll a concentration check for the fire, Moonboy. Can you roll a DC 10 Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Just DC 10 real quick. And it will just find out if it takes fire damage at the end of its turn from that.
11.
Cool, you got it.
Let's go.
So K.A.I,
Apparently.
from the other side of this fire, you see this tentacle wrap around, and you can see through these arcane, like white moon flames that are coming off of the ground. This bright green, just like glow, still coming through it. And you can hear inside of your head again. It says, "You were once part of everything. You can be part of everything again. Let me tear you apart."
I mean, ashes to ashes, you know.
No. Never.
Charisma check.
Yeah.
Yeah, persuasion check. I don't know.
No, I mean, you can say anything you want to it.
I would never join you.
Well, He says, the world is a circle. And eventually, you will come around. And that is going to be the end of its turn. And it's now your turn, Kai.
Is that a Steely Dan lyric?
Call me Deacon Blue!
This is why I don't spend too much time on villain dialogue, like writing it down. Like I don't do the monologues because I'm
hard.
like...
I tried to be serious when I was like, never, I'll never join you. That's impossible.
Yeah, no, it's my job to be.
Hand.
It's my job to be serious. It's y'all's job to be funny. I like this too. So yeah, it's your turn here.
Get it together, Jordan.
It's my turn. I will. Okay, it's still the Elder Brain is still in the fire.
I forgot to.
Did
Yeah, I
it
forgot to
take
take
the
that.
fire
I
damage?
nope, it didn't. I did not. I forgot because I got excited about the Steely Dan lyric.
Do it.
So Jordan, if you would like to roll that damage, that would be great. Yeah, as it is not able to pull itself out of this ring of fire. Truly, like, shout out to this spell, because I feel like
Yeah.
the way it's written, so many times it's just like a one shot, because so many times people can just like dash out of it, but you really used it against a creature who cannot escape here. So
12 damage.
Okay, cool. It's still 12 points of damage against it.
It's okay.
All right, I will fly up into the air to get a better view of the Elder Brain.
How high up are you?
I was, just above the wall of fire, so like 15, 20 feet in the air,
Well,
probably.
the wall of flames is 20 feet up in the air, so you'd be 25.
Okay, so I'd be 25 feet in the
Yep.
air. And I fly over, I'm levitating over this wall of fire, watching the Elder Brain trying to crawl its way through. And I will, the Arcane Obliterator spins up, and I will load in a special gilded round into the side of it, and with a loud it flies out of the barrel of the Obliterator, and I will cast Web on the Elder Brain, and I will place it just touching the edge of the fire, and the rest of it holding down the Elder Brain. And as I cast it, the web will potentially immobilize it in place in the web of fire, but the web also then catches on fire and begins to burn the Elder Brain.
Incredible.
It's very cool, and I want you to trap the Elder Brain there. I looked up Circle of Fire, and it does not light anything on fire because it's magical arcane flame.
Oh no.
So things don't catch on fire from it. But I will tell you, you are K.A.I. Hammerstein. You are a master artificer, and I would love to have you roll an Arcana check, and the DC is 20, and if you hit it, then this can be magical web that is ignited by arcane fire. It is the one thing, and you have prepared for this, and you have made this material. Just because that's a cool idea, and I want to give you a chance here, so let's just have you roll this Arcana check.
That is a 9 plus 11.
Hey! Damn, there it is. I also failed the dexterity saving throw unless you're unless a 12 saves here. I think I failed.
It does not.
So yeah, so give us some flavor here as you shoot this. You load this special gilded shot and shoot at it right there.
I fire this web bullet, and it engulfs the Elder Brain, tying it to the ground, and it doesn't immediately catch, and I sort of like tap my obliterator like a faulty remote control, and turn a couple of dials, and then it starts burning. There we go.
Just shaking it. I love it. Hell yeah. Well, with that, we're going to cut to break here as we're at the halfway point. That was one round of combat in an hour. You love to see it. Wow. Maybe two, but I think it was one. Anyway, that's it. So we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We're gonna drink, pee, and we'll be back here in just 5 minutes. So we'll see you in a second. Thanks everybody for hanging out, especially for the folks that came over through the raid and are still hanging out. Feel free to check out other stuff or ask questions in the chat during the break. Chat loves answering questions. They're very good at it. All right, see you in a second.
And thanks, Belby, for the 2 subs. The sub yourself and the gifted.
Oh, look at that. You're about to see some of his art right now. So check it out. Here we go.
Idea of being a fencer who has like a little monkey companion who like cheekily distracts his foes.
Yeah, no, that's great.
I think I just thought up my next character.
I think Aaron, you played that in one of our games. By the way, we're back on stream, just so everybody knows. But
I did.
Yeah, you had that. You had that monkey game.
The monkey familiar.
Yeah, the monkey familiar in the game that we played in with K.A.I. That's how he meant. That's how we started playing D together.
How could I forget about? Man, what was his name?
I don't know. We were close.
We were very close.
Okay, cool.
Curio's monkey.
Curio, yeah. Okay, cool. So here we are back in it. You all are inside of the throne room of the Skull Goblin King. You have helped the Skull Goblin King escape because his whole palace has been taken over by Mineflayers and clearly an elder brain now here too, and you all can see this like large open door past you, and just in the far distance and the little bit of glowing light that is the underground of the planet garden, you see just like some forms just like moving and floating towards you all, but you can't quite tell how far away they are. Jordan, did you have a question?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna get an answer. Is the Elder Brain like the president of Mineflayer?
Is he elected?
Yeah, they have an election. Yeah.
I mean, I think based on what we know about Mindflayers and like the encounters that we've had with these Mindflayers, it feels like the Elder Brain is is like the head of their hive mind.
Yeah, but I guess I'm wondering,
they are the one that I encountered in the.
Is the Elder Brain one of many, or
I guess
why don't we just have everybody roll history checks? This is a good kind of like.
I love it.
As we bring it back, and I think it's fair to call him a president because of how much he's colonized. You know, that's a joke just for JP. I'm sorry. Go for it. 6.
He's the only one who knows about colonialism. He's the only one who knows about imperialism.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a joke for my Thomas Jefferson.
It's actually a joke for many billions of people. Oh
no, we're getting sad.
I blew it. 10.
It's fun.
10. All right.
10. Imperialism for kids.
I would read that children's book that you wrote. Kai, what did you get on the history check?
I have rolled a dirty 20.
Of course you did. Klik and Moonboy, you know to be afraid of them.
Yep.
Kai, you know that
Elder. It's like the president of Mindflayers.
They vote him in every year? Was he a Mindflayer originally?
Kind of. Yes.
I like it. This is like a flashback to you all. Oh, excuse me. This is like a flashback to you all like traveling here too. Like you all just like talking on the ship. Yeah.
Can we circle back to that awesome burp?
That's a good one.
That's good.
Thank you.
What does your construct mind tell us, Kai?
And I think this comes a little bit from you just like studying everything, but also from you connecting to a helm. Like there's a little bit of this that you aren't sure how much you've been told and how much is just like intuitive to you, and that's a little maybe a little worrisome to you. But it's absolutely the central hub you can feel that. You can feel that there's a connection. It's almost like you can see it in the air, like tree roots just like hovering, and all of these links. Like when you like unfocus your eyes that you don't have, you can see the picture of all of these just like green strands going through and connecting to the Mineflayer, and you can see a broken one that was connected to Moonboy earlier, but is now been severed, and you can see it reaching out through the door back behind him. But since you got a dirty 22, since you hit the 20 mark, you know that it's not like the Mineflayers will not go defunct. They won't fall over depowered if it is down. They will just be untethered, and you're not sure really what that means. So with that, we're going to jump right back into combat here with the stunned.
Yeah.
No, go for it, Kai.
I was just going to say, like, to Moonboy's question. I mean, I don't think we've talked about this.
We can do a little bit like flashback here.
Well,
yeah.
But we weren't expecting the Elder Brain to be here, but I think you guys can tell that, like, Kai is fighting with the intensity of, like, trying to take this thing down, because it feels like an important blow to strike against the colony.
Yeah, Kai's got his angry eyebrows on.
It's got a big red skull above its head.
His Kai brows.
You know we have to kill it because of its big health bar. Down there.
Quickly, everyone, he's flashing red.
You guys don't have health bars for everyone?
I smashed a jar. There's chicken inside. I feel better.
Oh my.
Have this red liquid.
It's spicy. It tastes like Goldschlager.
It's ancient, but it's good.
Okay, cool. So that is going to bring up the prone Mineflayer, who is like frozen, kind of like in this almost bowing form in front of Klik. And you can see all of its tentacles are just like rigid in place instead of flowing like all the other ones are.
He's stuck in like a real stupid position.
A real dummy.
Like he just got kicked in the balls.
So embarrassing.
He is going to be able to break the stun here. So even though he's in a very dumb position, you see him rise up. He's not going to be able to stand up. He is still prone because he used his whole turn to do this. But you just see his head like look up toward you, and now the tentacles are moving and wriggling again. And you just hear this like from underneath him. And that is going to bring up the other Mineflayer, who is levitating close to you, Kai. And is going to roll to see if it gets its Mind Blast back. It does not, god dang it. And that is going to bring it to move toward you and try and hit you with a tentacle attack then. Since, again, you just see it like wriggling and moving, and it can't quite...
Is it it's flying?
It is levitating,
also?
yeah.
It's levitating.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's... So it's off the ground. It's 10 feet. Yeah, it's like it's 10 feet off the ground. And so it is going to reach down, kind of like float over you a little bit, and just grasp at you. It's going to grasp at you with its tentacles. That is going to miss you. God damn it! I would love to hit. Well, actually, I shouldn't be complaining. I rolled really well these last two sessions. So that is going to be the end of its turn, as it's just like lurches down and again just like latches onto your armor but can't get anything with its face tentacles, and so it pulls off into kind of this defensive stance. And that is going to bring up the Mind Witness, who is going to float away from you, Kai, because it took damage somewhere else. So you do get an attack of opportunity against it. But it's going to go 5, 10, 15. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I might be able to move it without... Yes, it's not going to move. It's not going to move. It's just going to turn. It's just going to rotate around and look at you, Klik. And you see these eye stalks above it that are just kind of like swirling in different directions. One of them lights up and is going to shoot a beam at you, and a purple beam comes out of its eye. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that was a good roll. Intelligence, dirty 20.
All right, it's I'm pretty sure going to save. I just have to double check its Absolutely. Yeah, like this purple beam hits you, and you just kind of feel like your psionic powers just like push back at it, and it does not take effect. Although it kind of stings a little bit. It seems like you would have taken damage there. Its next one is going to be a Wisdom saving throw as a yellow eye stalk shoots a beam at you.
That is a 9.
This one is going to fail. Which means that with the yellow here...
Is it a 9? Yeah, it's a 9. That's a 6.
You were just out of reach of my reaction.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear a sick beat just there?
Yeah, I did. You feel the drilling in your head again, and you feel like you remember being stunned, and you can feel your whole body shake as this like yellow beam hits you, and you can just feel the nerves start to rattle, and you are currently frightened. So you can give us some flavor on what that looks like, but you are under the frightened condition. If you want to look at that, the main thing is you cannot move toward the mind witness now.
Okay. That's actually okay.
Yeah, that's
I think
truly one of the better ones for you to hit.
I have guarded mind, so I can defrightened.
Oh
boy.
Oh yeah.
Look at you. A new form of Mind Fortress has appeared. But you do have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight. And there is one more beam here, and so I need you to make that was the same number. I can't hit you with the same one twice. Would love for any of these to... Boom, boom, boom. It is going to be a Dex saving throw.
That is a 16.
Yeah, as this white beam of light hits you, you can feel yourself slowing down for just a second, but you just like break it immediately, and there is no effect there. So
slowing down, eh?
Yeah. It even kind of looks like moonlight for you, just like for a tiny second, Moonboy, just for a tiny second. But it's clearly grosser. It's much, much grosser. That's going to be the end of its turn because it used its beams, and that is now going to be Bessner's turn.
Bessner is going to fly towards the large doors at the far end of the chamber and hover beside them.
Cool. All right. How much movement does Bessner have?
By taking the dash action, he will arrive. He will arrive there.
What is it? I mean, it's 100 feet. Can he move 100 feet with his dash?
Oh,
because he was at the door. He was at the trap door before.
He started on. He would have moved from the far door, his speed, to the whatever his speed is, towards the trap door, and now he's turning around. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
He flew for one turn towards the door, and now he's going back towards the other door.
Do we not know his speed?
I do.
Okay, cool.
His speed is 25.
Okay, cool. So he goes 25 there.
He can move 50 feet a turn.
Okay, cool. So he is like right. He is right by the third to the south pillar. Is where we're gonna put him. And great. You just see him like move that way and then pew back that way. Excuse me. Which is going to bring up Klik. Is now back to your turn.
Yeah. So I start my turn frightened, but I have guarded mind, so I can spend a psionic die, and every effect subjecting you to those conditions, charmed or frightened, go away.
Wow. Okay.
So that gets rid of all of my psi dies, but I'm gonna use.
Vent it out of the omnipotent.
Yeah. Please give us some flavor of that because that's cool stuff.
So she just fully mentally depleted, just like slumps to just draw some energy left to fight these fucking guys.
These fucking guys.
Yeah, so she's no longer afraid, but she is exhausted. But she's gonna take this moment and sort of settle her mind. She knows the enemies within range of her are like she can handle, and just breathe. And she takes a Psi replenishment once per rest as a bonus action. You can calm your mind for a moment and restore your Psi die to its starting size. So I'm gonna go back up to a D8.
Wow. Look at you. Really getting to the bottom of the barrel,
so
though. That's
fresh.
great.
So
Yeah.
so this is like Klik takes a second to zen out, and then it's like dun-na-na, like eyes open, bam, we're back.
Yeah.
Recharge, but we're sort of at the end of the tank here. And then she's going to use her action, and I'm going to throw a Chatka at the Mind Witness once again.
Sure.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits, absolutely.
At least we're hitting. So 5 plus 7 is 12. And
Alrighty.
I am going to use the Psionic Strike again, so I'll spend a Psi die to try and push this thing once again. That is an 8, so an additional 8 damage. What did I say? 5 plus 7 is 12, so 20 total.
Cool, yeah.
And I'm going to have it make a strength check and try and push it back 10 feet into the fire.
Push it into the web. Oh, they probably won't get it there. Still.
Yeah, I can only move it 10 feet. At most.
With a strength check, tell me what I need to hit one more time.
15.
I got a 10. So it is pushed here. It is pushed.
Shove.
Let's
that
go.
Boy.
Okay.
It's time to play Shove That Boy.
Yeah.
10
So
feet.
Klik starts afraid, zens out, boomerang Jedi push.
Hell yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, as you just, you
and it
look up
takes-
and just whoosh, over.
It takes wall of fire damage, right, when it passes through it.
Yeah,
when it
'cause-
enters it for the first time.
Yes, when it enters into it, I need to double check the language real quick because there's some stuff that like allows people to not, like if they don't move their own free will, but I'm pretty sure that is not applicable here.
I didn't mean to go into the fire, so it doesn't hurt me.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. When the on the you deal each creature ends its turn or it enters the wall for the first time. Yep. There's no language inside of that, so it absolutely can here. So you just push it back in, and you just see all of the tentacles kick up and like wriggle around as they're trying to again orient themselves and get control back and move the energy, but they can't. They're just like flailing around in a circle, and as you can just see parts of it like wither away in the fire, and it is still up, but some of the eye stalks are like burnt off, and the tentacles are shriveling up like when you throw paper in a fire, it's like just withers away
Like
here.
shrimp on the barbie.
Paper in a fire, that's just burning. It's just like burns. This is the longest way of saying burn ever. So
You're doing great.
Paper in a fire, it shrivels like fire.
Klik. Do you have anything else would you like to do with your turn?
I
have
got what you were going
a
for.
second attack. I'm going to use my Githka on the second attack to hit the guy on the ground. I rolled an 18 to hit, even with advantage because
That-
they're prone.
Absolutely hits.
Crush that guy.
That is 10 slashing.
Also-
And what's up?
Did the Mind Witness end its turn in the fire ring?
No, I just pushed it in there.
Ah, okay, might be.
So we have to roll that damage. Did that happen?
No, it has to be at the end of the. Oh wait, yeah.
No, because it
yeah,
entered it for
you
the
just
first
did
time.
that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you should roll that damage, Jordan. But while you're rolling that damage, while it's in flames here, you strike down and just cleave into the head of this Mind Flayer, and it just like splits open, and all this like goop just drains out, and you can see it as it's like looked up at you, and you strike down on it. It just falls flat on the ground. So if you want to
Why?
throw any flavor in there, that one is off the board.
Oh my god. She is so relieved. It's like one of those last hacks where you're just like, your body kind of goes all the way into it, but crumbles after it connects.
Yeah.
Covered in black goop. Klik is exhausted.
Cool.
And then I think I'm going to move her. I'm going to move her closer to these doors here.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Moonboy, how much damage did you do?
Is this the first time it's entering?
No, so the language of the first time is designed around. So if it stays in the fire, it doesn't continue. Like it's supposed to be like if it enters the space. So it doesn't, like, if you enter it once and then you leave it and you enter it exactly. Yeah.
Okay. 30 damage.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Dammers.
I wish I would have done this cool and fun in that burning paper language I did there, because Klik, after you, right before you cleave this one in half, when you look back up after moving to the door, you see that it is continuing to burn like paper in the fire, and it just swirls and swivels and falls to the ground, and it's just like a lurching heap. And the Mind Witness is also down.
Six.
He was my friend for a brief enchanted period.
Okay. That's all I got. That'll do.
I rolled. Great job.
Yeah, take it away, Moonboy.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Far out. Okay then, as a bonus action I am going to that changes things. This changes things. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move forward right on the next to K.A.I here, and I'm going to target this creature here. Trouble?
I just realized something that I did.
What?
That was stupid.
You did a stupid? Should I know about it before I do my thing?
It doesn't really matter. No.
Okay.
You wouldn't know about it.
Okay. I am going to switch back to the archer form, and I am going to cast a guiding bolt right at this thingy's face and head. Splorch. 15 to hit.
Okay, cool, yeah. The 15 hits exactly. Against the... Wait, is it the Elder Brain or the Mineflayer?
The Mineflayer.
Yeah, 15 hits exactly then, yeah.
Okay, so it's going to do 10 damage.
Wow, your guiding bolt only does 10. That was a low roll.
I know. And then there is another attack for the archer aspect. Thwam, 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Very cool. 4 damage.
Cool. All right. Cool. So yeah, you want to give us some flavor here as you shoot the guiding bolt and it hits, and then there's a follow-up arch there.
Yeah, as the Moonboy kind of changes between these different moonish forms, there's kind of always this shrapnel sort of orbiting him, and they are these little moons. And as he changes to this one that that has it has these craters that look like an archer in it. They seem to become more pronounced and volatile, and these little moons rocket off of him, and the first one that hits seems to light the way for other ones.
Hell yeah,
They're
cool.
Gonna crash down on him.
And you all can see like the Mind Flayer is like lit up in this moment too. There's just this light on him because the next attack against him will have advantage. Yeah, as the Moonboy is like hovering in the corner and getting his damage in. I love it. And I think if that's the end of your turn, that is going to bring up the Elder Brain.
So the Elder Brain is going to take a bunch of damage at the beginning of its turn from the burning web.
Yeah. It also is going to take damage from the Ring of Fire too.
At the end of its turn.
Oh, that's right. God damn it.
Makes
Thank
sense.
you. You know, it's yeah, it might, but the web holds it, right? It makes it so it can't move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Till next turn.
Just screaming.
But does the web does the web damage happen at the start?
The web will go away at next turn.
But the damage happens at the start of its turn.
It happens now.
Yes, you want to roll for that damage.
So it's like I'm not sure how to calculate the damage for this spell.
Why? What does it say?
5-foot cubes of the web burn away in one round, dealing 2d4 fire damage. So, to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
So it's just 2d4
So to
damage.
me-
It doesn't
Well,
double
but-
up.
I think each cube is 2d4 damage.
How much does the spell say it creates?
A 20-foot cube. So it would be 4 cubes.
Let me just read the spell real quick.
Oh no, it would be more than 4 cubes.
It's 20-foot cube.
Yeah. I'm bad at math.
Oh, do we get a raid? Thanks so much, Indoor Adventures. We're doing math.
We are.
Everybody.
It's true D&D because we're just doing. We're talking about rules and doing math.
This spell was dumb.
You're just in
I think
time.
so.
No,
something
I
else
think. No,
we
I
can
think.
add to the flavor of this is that K.A.I is so wrapped up in trying to kill this elder brain and tie it down. He throws this web, and in order to light this arcane web, he sort of ignites his own intellect fortress.
Oops.
Because they're both concentration spells.
Oh,
So that was not very smart.
Oops.
But that's what we'll say we do.
Well, it'll do a lot of damage.
I will say because it specifically says in the spell any, like in the language there's like any space. I think it
Any
does.
5-foot cube.
Yeah,
That's my reading.
Yeah, and it is the brain is also big enough for all of the web to being covered it. So you can absolutely do
So it's
damage for all 4 of those cubes. So it's
but
4.
it is more than 4 cubes because
If it's a cube,
it's a
then
20-foot
it's
cube.
8 cubes.
Right, that's 4. A 20-foot cube is. Oh no, you're right. It's 8 cubes. You're right. I'm the one doing terrible math.
that right?
Yeah, it is 8 cubes here. Yeah. So holy shit.
Do I have a
Okay,
nosebleed?
So it's 16 d4.
D4.
Did we just learn that web is a very broken spell? Did we just learn that right
Web
here?
plus fire.
I would not have let you burn that in this fun, cool narrative way. But you absolutely can roll 16d4. That math checks out to me. I love it. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Light that web on fire.
it's just because it's huge.
Yeah, it also has
It
enough
takes up
body.
that, like, whole thing.
This is going to
Yeah.
take me a second. I'm sorry.
No problem.
To roll 16 dice. What are you doing over there?
I mean,
Get going.
you all can see like this web that like it just like covered the brain, and the brain doesn't seem to even be bothered by it at first because there are tentacles still sticking out from it, like reaching around and like trying to drag it across the floor. But you see it as it's trying to pull itself, it's unable to move itself, and then you all see too like the ignite on its turn. There's just like a whoop, like paper catching fire, as all of the web is now on fire, and you see some of the tentacles are like trying to pull it out and wriggling around and slapping at it as the brain's trying to move itself. And how much damage is that?
It's going to be a total of 41 points of fire
Oh
damage.
boy.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, you rolled so
K.A.I just
well.
drops this burning blanket of web like napalm.
Yeah, as it lights up, you can hear just. It sounds like a whole town screaming in your head as it's trying to put itself out, and you can see the web is like melting and burning into pieces of the brain too. So it's like almost like branding the whole brain body. And I wasn't sure what to do on the Elder Brain's turn until now, and you all see this like green glow at the base of it, and at first you think it's casting the Mind Blast because it starts to warble and turn, but instead the room stays still and it starts to turn like a swirl, and it's going to whoop, and with that it just whoops out of
God damn it!
And it is going to cast a spell that allows it to whoop, out of this space, and you just see the burning web just like float to the ground there.
Foes
And
No!
eluded us.
God damn it.
No! K.A.I's pissed.
yeah, it is your turn. You can be yelling in this room. Absolutely.
K.A.I's yelling in the room. I will also...
Whoa, we
as
just
K.A.I
got a whole bunch of tier 1 subs. Thank you so
Whoa.
much.
Thank you, viewers.
That
Welcome.
is very
Hi.
sweet of you.
Thank you. Incredible.
K.A.I will, he's screaming in the room, yelling out in rage, but also has the presence of mind to turn towards the door and cast. Bessner will touch the door for K.A.I, and we will cast Arcane Lock as the door shimmers with arcane energy that then slowly disappears from view.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Bessner is. You just see the doors kind of like slap shut, and there is it's like blue glow right around the midsection of the door, and you can see a lock
Just like
clicks
this
up.
around the seams of the door, just sort
Love
of
it.
seal with this
Totally.
light.
So
Wonderful.
it's just this one Mineflayer in here. Boy.
That is the
Oh,
Nice.
I forgot there's still a Mineflayer next to me.
nice. Jason.
But okay. I can't. I used my turn.
Yeah, it gets a turn first.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
don't worry. Rachel knows the initiative order.
I will
I mean,
gain
them
some
all going
temporary hit
first
points,
has
though.
been so bad.
It's been so bad. Yeah, I cannot.
So bad.
Like truly, every week we've rolled into this fight, I'm like, well, this is it. Like I'm gonna murder the players after all of these sessions. I'm gonna murder them, and you all
I
still have.
genuinely thought I was dead last week.
Me too. Please know that this is not me going easy on you. I've had the pedal to the floor, and I'm just like, well, they did it again, y'all. Also, I just realized my shirt matches the Mineflayer. I mean, the Elderbrain art, which I did not do on purpose. I'm just realizing this. That is going to
I know
bring.
what team you're on, Harlan.
Yeah, it's true. That is going to bring up the Mineflayer, who is still alive, and seeing the Elderbrain Bamf out of here. Oh boy, he's also. You all look around at him, and he kind of like turns and sees the door lock and sees the just the burning web on the ground, and he also just like touches his hands together and swirls and just exits the room. So we are currently now out of initiative order with the burning Mind Witness on the ground, like all of these just like slashed apart Mind Flayers, which I'm pretty sure Klik took down all of them. But
Except for the blue one.
yeah. And
I mean the wall of fire.
The
took
wall
down
of fire,
my witness.
yeah,
I
yeah.
had very little to do with that.
But it is going to pop you all out of initiative here, with the door currently locked. And so, I leave it to you all now because we are out of this 3-session fight in this moment. I will say, you all are still locked in this room, and you can Klik especially. You can just hear the increase of like hum. It's like a factory next door to your house that has just like gotten louder and louder, especially with the Elderbrain being gone, and the door slamming closed. There's just this hum that has increased in the room that only you can hear.
Let's do some checks on this portal.
Yeah, Moonboy's gonna come up and join.
Yeah, so
Klik
we were standing in
and
front
kinda
of a
drop out
wall,
of
like a
his
beehive of doors,
battle
is what I
form.
remember.
Yes, in fact, if you would like to open your Roll20, we have some art of the doors that you step in front of. So as the crew, as you all are stepping up here, you all see. Like there's this moment where you all realize what's happened, and all three of you just turn and look at the God's Heart, this thing that is described to you. You know that was built by the legendary caster whose name is Florial, and it's up against the wall. And this is the closest you've been to it too, because you know that the Goblin King was very protective of it. But here, you all can see the art in the Roll20, and I'm gonna bring it up right here for the stream. Incredible, Jordan. Just forever and always.
One more time, what's it called? The gods?
The Goblin
God's Heart.
the Goblin King referred to it as the God's Heart. Or he called it the heart of maybe a heart of the god, but it is colloquially it is referred to as the God's Heart. And it kind of has, this is the entrance to it, and up and around it, it like looks like a wasp's nest, just like built up into the wall itself. But that seems, especially as you step toward it too, it seems like that is attachment, of this kind of like crest here that you can see. So, you all walk up to this, and what would you like to do? Again, in Klik, it's like a headache that is just like coming on as you can feel the door. You all clearly do not have much time here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she's gonna study the door as much as she can here.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over to the store after I'm done yelling.
Anything familiar? Anything they recognize from Florial previously? I mean, obviously, like, this is... But try and sense anything about where they would have gone.
Yeah, absolutely. You can roll an investigation check.
I would like to look at the door, sort of analyzing it as a piece of artifice.
I'm gonna bless us all.
Sure. Yeah. So as you all stand there, you can feel like the door is kind of like pounding behind you as the blue seal holds up. For now, Klik is like looking up and like looking around pieces of it. Moonboy, you just kind of like conjure this glowing light in the room that hovers above Klik and K.A.I. And K.A.I, would you like to do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Okay.
Excellent. And we get a D4 from Bless?
Yep.
I got a big 9, so the buzzing in Klik's head is just too great. She can feel the oncoming swarm of Mineflayers on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And cannot push it out.
It is definitely a problem. That is like what you get out of a 9, is that whatever is behind the door is a problem.
As Harlan always likes to say, the dice tell a story, and that is a natural 20.
Yeah.
K.A.I knows doors.
For a total of
K.A.I knows doors.
31.
What? He's off dice, everybody.
Damn.
There's no 31-sided dice.
Damn, Aaron Urist. Okay. I had a whole riddle for this.
He's off dice.
I had it written
friend
out.
and enter, yada yada yada. Let's go.
Look at this riddle. It's a whole other image I was gonna pull up. I will say, but you don't get to see it now because you rolled so high. I love it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna hide it and put it somewhere else.
Nice.
Secret riddle.
No.
But
Klik A, I can't do anything.
so you feel no arcane energy for a moment. There's a moment where you like kind of like soak it in. You're in this panic, but you're focused too, because this is your shit. This is something that's built by this very powerful artificer. There's all, you know, like your friends have fought and survived, and as you're staring at this wall of doors and all in these different places, but you feel no magic from it, and you can feel that it's off. It's been turned off. And it makes sense to you for a tiny moment, because you know that you can hear the Goblin King's voice a little bit like in your head, just being like, when he talked to you about it before, he was like, don't make me choose between you, like, and protecting this door, like being allies with you and protecting these doors, because like there's nothing more important to me than protecting these doors. Right. And it's clear to you that he's shut them off somehow. And you think in your head like, oh shit, too, because he's down the tunnel. You told him to run, and he's gone, and you have no way of turning this on. And this would be a failed mission, except for the fact that you are with Kai Hammerstein,
who rolls 31s,
who can see all of these doors, and you can feel like almost worry in them. And I'll tell you, I will give you the right door. And I'm gonna tell you mechanically what is the right answer here, so that you can give us some flavor of what happens. Because the right answer is that the only way to go through one of these doors safely at this point, now that it's been deactivated, and have any of them work, is the door that was used the last door to have something come through it, still has enough energy to let you go where you need to go. But there's still an absence of arcane energy here. There's just like a whisper, a shadow. It will still allow you to get back through, even though it's not currently magical. So, it's like when people warn you about working on a computer or like a guitar amp or something, or like any technology where there might be like a little electricity left in there, so like be careful. This is what you feel, that there is one of these doors. And it's going to be just using Jordan's art here. It's the top middle left one that looked like cabinets there. And so,
the double one?
Yep, the double one, exactly. So that one's going to let you get through it. But you experience all this and you see all this. And there's an important piece for me as a DM and a person who I really love this wall of doors, is that this is coming off to you as fine craftsmanship too. Like, you don't really understand what's going on, but the fact that any of these things could all be portals and exist next to each other is just kind of like breaking rules and feels huge. And for it to be deactivated and for you to just see this tiny little trace is kind of like you playing chess against it and winning just a tiny little bit, because there's this fail-safe here to protect the Mineflayers going through it. So there's a lot of setup for you to kind of give us this moment of what you feel like, how K.A.I gets a 31,
Sure. K.A.I will sort of hover up towards the topmost door and look at it and sort of take in this grand machine. And he's like almost barely, his mind is elsewhere, and he looks back at the team and says, we almost had him. Them.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
It
There's
wouldn't?
too many of them. I don't know what we were thinking, just charging into a Mineflayer fortress and
We weren't
we're lucky
thinking.
we're alive.
Thinking's for heroes. We're different than heroes.
They're lucky
Yeah.
they're alive.
I guess.
Different from...
They are. They should be afraid of us.
You say standing over a floor covered in
Yes.
mine, like
I do. They should
yeah.
be. They should be the ones who are afraid of us.
We are legend.
I am tired. I am tired of being afraid.
Well,
We can
let's
go
get
through.
our friends back.
Let's.
Do it, K.A.I. Open
This
the door.
door has a very clever secret.
I don't feel any magic coming off of it. It's like it's dead.
The magic is already there. Everything is magic. And the secret is that all doors lead to the same place. And I will push on this door, and with a glow of magical energy, the entire apparatus hums back to life. And I will throw these doors open and look back at my friends and walk through.
and you see, like, as K.A.I crests the door, it's almost like there's just this, like, bright purple-blue light that kind of, like, blinds you for just a second, but it kind of grabs him, too. And he doesn't get halfway through the door as it just, like, pulls him in. And he's gone.
All right.
He's out of the room.
Klik will... We're going through these little cabinet doors on the top.
Yep.
Klik will take a little, like, a hop, skip, and she'll do a front flip somersault into the little portal.
All right, cool. Yeah, and as you you jump up and it looks you turn around, and as your body crests the edge of the door, you go to stick the landing, and before you even land on it, it just pulls you in.
Good. And the Moonboy floats up, and he tucks his pants into his shoes, and he takes a deep breath for some reason, and flies through the portal.
Yeah.
With his eyes closed and his nose plugged.
Flying through, nose held. The door shuts. I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, you are also picked up by this blue purple mist.
Fight the rest of the Mineflayers alone.
Stay here! Oh! That's my Larry. Larry, you boob.
And we are absolutely going to pick it up from there next time.
Yeah.
You all survived and made it through the doors in a way. Oh, man, I said to Case after the last session, I was like, they're so fucked. They're going to try and run through those doors to escape, and they're going to be cornered because those doors are inactive. They were turned off.
Imagine if we tried to do it immediately. We were going to try to sneak through those doors. Yeah. And we also, when I was drawing the doors today, I was thinking to myself, we got to get through these doors. And a complete secret up until and including the 31
Insane.
roll.
Oh, I'm so glad we didn't just make a break for it and get
totally thrashed from behind.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was sitting on that the whole time. I was like, from point one, I was like, those doors are off. He has turned them on. That's why he's still alive. It's because they couldn't
figure out how to turn it on.
And he's got the keys to him right now, out there somewhere.
And and you all had the one last charge that will get you through to somewhere.
I think it all it glows and boots up, and we all go through, and then it turns off again.
Yeah, because I mean that was literally why I described it that way, is because there's only a little bit of energy left in there to activate it one more time. And you there's no way in hell that I would have given you that if you didn't roll a 30. So
I feel like the natural 20 even is like
sure.
Yeah. There's
19 and getting a 30 might not have been enough. I don't know.
It's
the Mineflayers burst in and it turns off, and then the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I mean, I'm trying to think about how successful that actually was. And it's like, we got the king out, I guess, and we got through the doors. But we definitely just left a whole city full of Mineflayers.
Yeah, I mean...
Which I guess we weren't gonna,
but they were
gonna do?
We couldn't have killed them all ourselves.
No.
Yeah, if only you all would have called reinforcements.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, there's always another way.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did do that.
We what?
But they're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
You sure? Didn't you ask someone to meet you there?
Yeah, we changed our instructions. We were like, the Mineflayers are talking shit. You gotta get in there.
I thought we said power face to the Tears of Saloon.
We did, and then we redirected him, didn't we?
No, you asked for some help. You asked to send someone to help you all.
Well, now maybe they'll fuck them up. Now maybe the Beholders will show up after... I mean, the Elder Brain's probably too hurt to fight. So we came in. This might have actually accidentally been a great plan.
Did we nail it?
We might have accidentally nailed it.
Are we
the dice
better than heroes?
We're gone by the time the Beholders show up. The Beholders and the Mineflayers fight.
Story.
I mean, that's good.
Oh yeah.
I would like to...
Not great with the plan.
I would like to suggest that we pay these raids forward and we raid it on over to, let's see, my friend Lisa Allen, who's a really funny comedian, is streaming Earthbound right now.
Cool.
She is Wisa Lallen.
Y'all ready to go hang out? You're gonna go hang out in her chat and tell Jordan's friend about our show over there, and
we can also. Well, she's not
her.
my friend. She's just a comedian slash.
I know. I was just riffing.
Don't act like we're friends.
Jordan Dahl says he knows you.
Tell everyone that.
Jordan says he wants to go to the mall and get French fries.
You know this bit's gonna happen in that person's chat now,
Can
right?
we
like,
do that?
That's gonna happen.
Mom.
Jordan says you guys are friends, and you know him, and he knows you.
Jordan said you'd buy us pizza.
But yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Just a quick reminder, we have mugs up now on our Teespring that are very cool.
Mug. I'm
not going to run and go get mine again, but they're very cool and fun. They look great. If you want a Better Than Heroes mug, they're on our Teespring. Shout out to Jason Wardell, who crushes it every single night. Ow! Shout out to Case Dreary, who crushes it every night. Of Tiger Moon, who runs our stream. That's what I said, Dreary. Right. I'm just excited. And then
he forgets.
I was all excited to show off my tiger because we got it back. We went to Vampire last week and we readjusted. We had some meetings.
Tiger, Moon.
If this is your first time watching the show, thank you so much for being here and hanging out. All of our episodes are on YouTube as well. You can check them out on the internet, Google. You got it. We're gonna get out of here.
Oh no, got me right in the ribs. Oh, tip of that.
Okay. Man, I forgot to set up the credits this time too. Where did they go? Aaron, do the vampire voice again while I find the credits.
Blair, thank you for being here. We love you very much. Special thanks to our cast: Harlan Kelly, Rachel Weeks, Jordan Dahl, Aaron Urist, and Andrew Orvidal.
And of course, the night
SNL vampire.
Live.
Rider, flute, whim teaser. They're better than he.